All right, we live. Man, hey, Shalom Israel. We the Israelite School of UPK. We started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under Commander General Yohana, Priest and Officer 5000, Kassar Pakad. We got the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. We going live for ISUPK San Jose, ISUPK Oakland, Sacramento. If you're in Northern California, tap in with your brothers, man. You can find us in the building at 2213 McDonald Avenue in Richmond, California. You can also find us at the MLK Library every Tuesday on the 6th floor. You can just contact the information you'll see it online, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc. All right, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Tonight's class, as always, every week, Tuesday night is the Brotherhood class. Why is this class been put in place in the UPK? Why did Commander General Yohana instill Brotherhood as being the foundational class in the UPK? You understand? Why is that?
A house cannot be divided like that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what I can think of.
What do you mean?
If we're divided, we can't serve the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
There's no way around it.
Right. Go ahead.
No breakdown ever really matters
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have brotherhood for one another.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of all the breakdowns in the world. You can be really well versed in the Bible and knowing the Bible, but if you don't have brotherhood for your brother, there's, a brother who doesn't know the Bible as much as you is better than you.
Right. Most High in Christ. Both are the right answer. The ISUPK started in 1969. We know in around the year 2000, we saw the first split starting to happen, right? Or we got this group here, this group there, that group there. The way that Satan was able to do that was because of a lack of brotherhood. That's how you get all these fake Israelite groups. You understand? Go ahead.
If I may, so you're talking about like the young lords and all that? Like how they, how like the Black Panthers, the young lords, like back in...
Well, I'm talking about the ISUPK,
oh, okay.
Israelite School of Universal
I thought you were
Practice
talking
Knowledge.
about like a split when the young lords and all that stuff was going
Them
on.
too,
Yeah.
right? Anytime you see a split, matter of fact, give me a schism. Just put Google schism KJV. It'll come up. There'll be no schisms between you. And then can you look up the word schism?
Schism?
Yeah, SCHISM. The definition of that word. Any group that you see that has split off, that has broken up, whether it's a rap group, who broke up? NWA?
Yeah,
Lack of Brotherhood.
Right.
All the way up to Dipset. I don't know who's some more new stuff. 300, Dirt, all of them. All the breakups, all of these issues that people have that were once together is because of a lack of brotherhood. All right. So give me the precept first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12
Mm-hmm.
and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
That there should be no schism in the body.
Right.
But that the members should have the same care one for another.
One more time.
Okay. That there should be no schism in the body.
Right. Now, what does the word schism mean? You got it?
Schism.
Mm-hmm.
Formal split or division within a group, organization, religious body, typically caused by offering opinions, discord, or ideological disputes.
Right. Like, this is a split happens because of ideological dispute. You believe this, I believe this. We read this verse, you says it means this, you says it means that. We can't come to agreement, so we're going to split up. That's how you get the Catholic Church and the Protestant Church. You know what I mean? That was the first schism in the Christian church. Now, out of Protestantism, however you want to say it, Martin Luther was instrumental in that. So Martin Luther King gets his name from. It was a guy named Martin Luther King, Edomite. He started to read the Bible, and he was saying the Catholic Church was not teaching the truth. They were using the Bible to make money, telling people you could pay them money and get their sins forgiven, all the evil stuff the Catholic Church does. So he said, we're going to follow to the book, and that's where you get the Protestant Church. Right. So in England, the Queen of England, they are Protestants. They're not Catholics. If you ever seen a funeral for a king or a queen in England, it looks just like the Catholic Church because they're very similar to the Catholic Church. But what happened after Protestant Reformation and split? They split up again. This is where you get the Methodists, let's say. Then after the Methodists, there was a group of people amongst them that left and said, I don't like what they're teaching. And they became the Baptists. Right. And then after them, after the Baptists came the Episcopalian. And after them came Jehovah's Witness. Right. And out of them came Seventh-day Adventists. Out of them came the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kept splitting, and now they're going to have division. You feel me? It doesn't stop. Like, no matter what there is around the world, that's literally what's happening to America right now. They said, what did they do? They left the British Empire because of a lack of brotherhood, created America. Right. Now America is becoming Democrat, Republican. They about to divide again because of lack of brotherhood. You see what I'm saying?
So Go ahead. So like, if I may, sir, it's heavy what you're saying because shit, the LGBTQ already at odds with each other. Mm-hmm. One side believes, okay, let's just be gay but know our gender. Right. And then there's another one where it's like, no, all like gender is just this whole spectrum and all this other stuff. And but that's heavy. You said that they already having some sort of division even in these groups that don't make sense at all.
Right. So yeah, that's Satan. Satan runs the world. Satan wants to keep the world divided, right. And in that sense, right? Because we know obviously Christ came to divide the world too, but it's power. Anything that's getting created, it always has to be division. Like you said, Young Lords, Black Panthers, La M.A. That was. How do you think Nathaniel's came? No, it's familiar from a split Brotherhood. So go ahead, read that again. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna pull a precept if I may, sir. I mean,
go ahead. Yeah.
Come.
Well, for sure.
Now it's Amos 3 and verse 3. Mm-hmm. Can two walk together?
Right.
Except they be agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is just connects to that 1 Corinthians.
Mm-hmm. So like you're in Amos what?
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. It's like two can't walk together unless they be, agreed. Like you having them type of breakdown arguments to where one at some point is gonna offend another person, and those people are gonna try to make their own group. So that was heavy to say. Just trying to feel that.
Right, and just to add on to that, it's heavy. It's like the Bible is so practical too and simple too. Sometimes I know I get a little deep and shit, but just keeping it straight to the simplest way. We're going over there. How can the fuck we get over there if we don't agree we're going over there? Right. You know what I'm saying? Two can't walk together if they be agreed. If not, they're going in two different directions. It's plain and simple. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. We are one body. We have one Lord, one baptism. Give me that one. Well, no, let's finish the schism, and then we'll get to the next precept.
You want me to go first, sir?
Yeah, the no schism one.
Come. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
That there should be no schism in the body.
Right.
But that the manners should have the same care for one another.
How can a fake Israelite group read this precept and keep going? You know what I mean? Or teach what we teach. It's one or the other. Either teach they're the home of the truth and it's one body, or we're the home of the truth, we need to come together. But you can't have both. You can't be we're in this group, they're in this group, and we're all following the same book. Go ahead.
Quick question. So like I know that in the Bible says, I think it says that it was called the school of prophets, right?
Right.
Is that what it was called?
Correct.
So where does the knowledge part can come in, like in the school?
When we say the Israelite, just the name.
Knowledge,
It's just the things that, you know, the brothers that started the school wanted to instill in our minds, in our mindset. It's not something that they just.
So that's not biblical. It's not in the Bible, right?
The actual words, practical and knowledge. I mean, you're gonna see knowledge throughout the whole Bible. But yeah, you're not gonna see the Israelite school of UPK in the Bible, right? But we've always had schools. We were always Israelites. The knowledge of the Bible is practical, so meaning we can practice the knowledge. A lot of times we wanted to separate ourselves from the church because they don't want to teach you knowledge in the church. They want you to come to a show, a concert. It's all about emotions and feelings.
Right.
But the fact that we're in a school and being in class all the time is important. Yeah. That's what separates us from the Christian church. Like our most important program is the food program is amazing. Clothing program is amazing. The prison program is amazing. Going to camp is amazing. But our most important program we have is class in the UPK.
Right.
One of the main reasons why I asked that question is because I did study a lot about Catholicism, and because I have looked up the word Catholicism, and it means universal church. Mm-hmm. So I was like, how we call our schools practically like. I was like, I'm not trying to say like I don't believe like, but
yeah, I've heard. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe some people were trying to say that it has something to do with the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. That's just how people talk.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you another example. What is it called when you go to college?
Like university?
Mm-hmm. You know why?
Why?
Because it's talking about the universe. You feel me? The etymology of it. It's the same concept that this is universal knowledge at the college. So if you go to a trade school to become a plumber, you're going to learn just strictly plumbing. You're going to be learning to become an electrician. When you go to a university, you want to be well versed in a little bit of everything. So they teach you mandatory English, mandatory biology, mandatory mathematics, mandatory whatever else, right? And now you have a foundation and a little bit of everything, and then you get a major, and I major in psychology, I major in business. So you spend more time learning about that specific topic. But before you do that, you have mandatory courses you have to take so that you have universal knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so this is just the old way people used to talk back in the days. The Catholic Church is just trying to put themselves as the truth, the home of the truth.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. Like, nah, we're the home of the truth. We have the universal knowledge.
It kind of caught my attention when I seen that. When it says Catholic, it says universal church. I'm like, wait, we use that name. So now I get it.
Because there's only one God.
Yeah,
there's only one universe. So whoever is teaching these rules and this knowledge is everywhere.
Right.
It doesn't change. You know what I mean? We moved and made a colony on Mars with fucking Elon Musk.
Right.
Nigga, you can't eat pork over there. You know what I mean? That knowledge is going to stand. The same things that we teach are going to be over there.
Earlier, I was like, like, how many pork and all that? She's like, why not? I was like, because it's not biblical. And I was like, let's go ahead.
No sweat. We had a little bit more in that one? Slogging.
That was that on that.
What's the next verse? No, let's go to the next verse, yeah.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it.
Right. That's brotherhood right there, man. Whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it. When somebody's going through something, we all have to go through it with them. The story I heard, Captain Mabukai, his son being born, is ill, and he was supposed to come to Passover. He told Commander Johanna, I'm not going to be able to come to Passover. And General Muhammad told this story at the Feast of Unleavened Bread that year. And he's like, nah, I come to Passover. He's like, nah, I can't do it. The baby's in the hospital. The doctor's saying he's probably going to pass away today. Tomorrow I want to be here with my rib. He's like, nah, I come to the Passover. And he said basically this: if the baby lives, I want to celebrate with you and thank the Lord. And if the baby dies, then I want to cry with you and I want to mourn with you. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're going through is what we're going through.
You told me the story before about
Yeah, that's a true story. You know what I mean?
Sad.
And he came to the Passover. And while General Muhammad's telling him, he's like, yeah, my Kevin Moka's in the back right now. And the baby's alive. You know what I mean? The baby didn't make it a month. Nah, he made it through Passover. He lived. He was able to go home, be with his rib. But probably about 2-3 weeks later, maybe a month later, the baby did pass away. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? If he may not have came, the baby might not even live that long. You never know. Right? But this is that precept right here. When a brother gets raised up, when a brother gets whatever it is that he's advancing, has a child, we celebrate those things together. And when someone loses a family member, we mourn with them the same way. All right. That's being one body. Let's drop that. Let's go to Ephesians 4:4. These are the.
Say Ephesians 4:1.
4:4.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. Verse 6.
Right.
One God and Father of all, who is above all and through all in you all.
Right. So just like we were saying with the universal, there's one Lord, one truth, and his rules, his laws stand no matter where you're at. And that's why they say the kingdom of heaven. You can go anywhere in the universe, and these laws are going to be the same.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Is that the reason? Is that the reason why we gotta have the scriptures in the heart, like all the laws?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like if you, matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna get to that precept as well. Like loving the Lord is keeping the law, and keeping the law is loving the Lord. That's why they say, if you love God, you'll keep His commandments, because you see the benefits of obeying them, but you also see the evil that comes from disobeying them. Let's go to that. Well, let's go to Romans 7. I believe. I mean, this is a long complex. I like bouncing around. These are all none of the precepts that I had. I'm just going off of how the conversation is going. But started Romans 7 and verse 7. This is a very famous precept. It was very confusing to a lot of brothers, even in the truth. Go ahead.
There's the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 7. What
Christ. Huh? I was saying to the Shalom, Lord Christ.
What shall we say then? Is the law sin?
Mm-hmm.
God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law.
Right. Paul is saying, I didn't know what sin was unless I knew the law. People are trying to say, oh, we're not under the law. Then are you saying the law is wrong? Is there something wrong with not eating pork like the Christians teach? Nah. God forbid you even think that. Keep going.
Salakia. For I had not known lust except the law has said, thou shalt not covet.
Covet, right? So how do we know you shouldn't commit adultery? Because brothers in the world do it all the time. Like if you think about growing up in the world and these certain laws in the Bible that we don't keep, you wouldn't even think twice about it. You know what I mean? Certain things, yeah, okay. You may hear, okay, it's wrong to steal, it's wrong to do this, to do that. But certain things that are in the law, we don't think twice about and do like there's nothing wrong with it. You understand? But there is something wrong with these things. So you wouldn't know what was right or what was wrong without the law. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrote in me all manner of concupiscence.
Concupiscence?
Sorry,
yeah.
For without the law, sin was dead.
So concupiscence, that is like lust. You think of the word Cupid. That's where that comes from. Like Cupid is about love and lust. You
Yeah.
understand? So, but sin taking occasion by the commandment wrought in me all manner of concupiscence. For without the law, sin was dead. So once the law is set in stone, you learn these things. Sin took that opportunity to like, okay, now put it in front of you to do it. Basically, it's like telling a little kid, "Don't play with that basketball." When you leave, they weren't even thinking about the basketball. They're like, well, "Damn, let me try that out." You know what I'm saying? It's like, keep reading though.
Verse 9. For I was alive without the law once,
Mm-hmm.
but when the commandment came, sin revived, and I died.
Man, this is heavy. Like, he's living. It's kind of how it is before you come into truth. You can live your life. It doesn't matter that you've been eating pork every day. But once you learn the law and you keep eating pork, now you start dealing with the consequences of it more. Like, it might have slowly caught up to you, but it's a big difference between sleeping with another man's wife when you're in the world versus coming into school, becoming an officer, becoming a priest, and then sleeping with another man's wife. The Lord's punishment is going to deal with you way swifter, way harsher than just the average nigga in the hood just doing that every day. Because he doesn't even understand or know the law about sex being marriage and doing this and doing that. Keep going.
Verse 10. And a commandment which was ordained to life, I found to be unto death.
Right. So, and the commandment which was ordained to life, like these laws were put to make us live. He said, I said before you, life and death. You follow these laws, you're going to live. But now, since you're not following the laws, you're going to die. You know what I mean? But let's see if y'all want to keep going. But go ahead, you got a question?
No, so like I just precept that you just pulled before we started the class. We was talking about the precept that was connected to Spider-Man. You know what I mean? With great power comes great responsibility. What was that? What was that precept? That just reminded me. This same thing kind of just reminded me of that.
Where it said, "Where too much is given, as much required."
Right.
Yeah. Once you got the law, now you're required to keep the law.
Right.
You've been given this gift that can give you life and give others life, and if you break in these laws, then the Lord has to deal with you swiftly and have a harsher punishment for you than someone that is ignorant of the law.
That's heavy.
That's why they say, man, don't get the oil. You know what I mean? I was talking to Captain DeBar Mop. Brother was saying, "Oh man, I'm struggling with this or that. I might go get high or whatever." He said, you tell that brother, the Lord is gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, if you ever seen like people that are on boats and they get stuck in the water, they put up like a light. It's like a beacon, and it'll go up into the heavens so people can find you. He said, when they put the oil on your head, you now have a beacon and a spotlight on you everywhere you're going, everywhere you're moving. It's, the Lord is watching you and holding you accountable for what you know what I'm saying? So, he said, that's the only thing that you can say.
What scripture is that? Is it scripture?
Look up beacon. Yeah, he told me that, but I didn't know. He didn't pull the precept for me. But then I was reading a couple weeks ago, and I found that precept. I'm like, damn, this is in the Bible.
So like every time you come here, like fucking demons leave and shit, bro. Or I was fighting a demon on the road. You were coming, like I was like, damn,
Son of Christ. Let's see what you got.
Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm. Is it more than one pop up, or is it that one?
This is the first one that popped up, sir.
Isaiah 30 and what?
30 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah what?
30 and 17.
30 and 17.
Y'all got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 17. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one.
Mm-hmm.
At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on an hill.
Yeah, you like a light. You know what I mean? It's saying this is the power that's gonna come to you. That Matter of fact, read verse 15.
This is like four
I
dimensional.
was just about to say
Mhm.
that. Verse 15. For thus saith the Lord
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved.
Right.
In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. And ye would not.
And you would not. You want not. You're not gonna want for anything. Get in the kingdom, getting into righteousness. You're not gonna want anything. You'll be in rest. The Bible says this is not our rest and our captivity. We're gonna have to keep working, keep slaving, doing whatever we got to do, but we will be able to have rest in the kingdom. Keep going.
Verse 16. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee,
Mm-hmm.
and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 17. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one.
Mm-hmm.
At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a hill, upon the top of a mountain, as an ensign on an hill. Keep going.
Keep going.
Okay. And therefore will the Lord wait, that ye may be gracious unto you,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord is a God of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him.
Right. Well, yeah, just to tie that in, man, coming into the truth, that's obeying the Lord. That's that beacon that he can find you to help you, save you, but it does go the other way too.
It's like
Like
a
I
GPS
said,
tracking, huh?
for sure.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's that oil. You know what I mean?
Why? So, like, if I may,
Mhm.
why is it that like all the prophets had to go to a sort of mountain, like back in ancient time? What was the point of that?
I wouldn't say all of them. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's just different times. Like you're talking about when Moses went on the mountain,
Yeah,
or
he would call
different
them up,
time.
go on the top of this hill or whatever.
I don't think it's
Something like that.
anything specific with that. Now, I do know the heathens, they go to worship the Lord in high places.
Oh, okay.
So they look at it and they exalt the mountains and the mountaintops as places of worship. We have Mount Zion, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say there's a specific reason why. It's just usually just to separate themselves from the people. Like Moses went up here to get on this mountain to get away from the people. Just like today, like if you wanted to be by yourself, you would go
So
on the
there's no
mountain to the hills.
there's no paganism behind all of that. Just
Not with what we're doing for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there is a version of that. That's when they call high places. When you say they had lit incense and they went into high places, that's what it's talking about.
It's kind of like Bohemian group.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's keep going. So we stay on track with these Brotherhood precepts. Let's go to John chapter 15, verse 13 first. Boom. Once again, like to bring it on back, I know we went a little around the way.
You said John.
John 15 and 13. Brotherhood, once again, to avoid the schisms, to avoid the break-offs, we have to learn how to forgive each other. Officer Karak, I don't know where, I haven't heard it from anyone else directly, but he said that one of these break-offs happened because of some chicken wings.
Not some chicks, but some chicken.
Chicken wings. That somebody got more chicken wings than the other, or He got bigger pieces than the other, something like that. And it sounds like it makes you want to laugh. You know what I mean? But oftentimes, you go into a council with your rib, the general is going to make you say why we are here. And it's going to be because someone didn't take out the trash, or because someone didn't wash one dish, or because you left a rag on the counter. And you're going to have to say, why did you flatten his tires? Why did you slap your rib? How did this start? Because of a towel on the counter. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to realize you both are a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of goes back to when they fought over the shoes, like in prison with the.
Yeah, but still, and we still want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raise your hand, you know what I mean? But that's it right there, man. It's always something small. Where as they say, the devil's in the details. That's Satan. You know what I mean? He is going to use something to get you emotional, to get you petty, and then to divide you over that thing and magnify it and make it bigger. And more offenses are happening until it blows up. One of my partners told me this in the world, like, even if it's just coming down to like hustling or, you know, on the left hand side doing something wrong, right? He was like, okay, you loan this nigga a sack. He owe you $50 for it. He owe you $10, $15. Owe you $5. You know what I mean? You coming to the brother like, hey man, where's my $5 at? Like, I ain't got your $5 right now. I'm doing this. You see, you spent the money on something else. You like, nah, you just went out and bought something right in front of me, nigga. You owe me $5. What on?
Like disrespect to the face.
Yeah. Hold your peace. You know what I mean? But it is, you know what I mean? You're gonna feel a certain type of way, right? He said, but at the end of the day, if you make that thing a big issue, you're both being petty. Because it's only $5 freaking. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? What are you gonna kill this nigga over $5? It's $5. Even though you're right, he owes it to you. He should give it to you. Is his life worth the $5? Why can't you let it go? You see what I'm saying? If it's only $5, it's only $5 on both ends. So sometimes you have to take the low and not the high. And that's what Paul talked about, I think, in Corinthians in the 6th chapter, where it doesn't matter about who's right or who's wrong. It's about moving forward and keeping the brother. You see what I mean? Okay. So let's go ahead with this precept.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right, man. Captain Gadar broke this one down excellently. He was like, when it comes to this precept, he's like, man, that's the greatest love, right? We're not asking people to give the greatest love for you just to go and die for a brother every day. But can you give your little bit of love? How can you say, I'll die for you, but the brother need a ride, you can't give him a ride? You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't need you to do that. Just give your little loves throughout the whole year. That's brotherhood. You know what I mean? And once again, I always say that too. It's a worldly thing too. It is definitely a worldly spirit. A lot of times, people will brag about wanting to kill somebody for you, or even die for you. But everything else in between, the niggas that went and did that stuff to Tekashi 6ix9ine, allegedly dealing with his woman and robbing him and all that, would have told that brother that we'll die for you, we'll kill somebody for you together in brotherhood for this blood gang. But you won't not sleep with my woman. You will not rob me. You will not, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here?
That's crazy.
That's not how we want to be in the UPK.
Right.
Like, yeah, it is a glorious thing to lay down your life for your brother. If you have to, so be it. But along that way, what are the things that we could do daily that are not that freaking extreme? You know what I'm saying? Picking up the phone, bringing some food, giving a ride. You know what I mean? Those are simple things that we can do all the time. which are not a biggest sacrifice. And guess what? If you're not able to do those, it leads someone to believe you're bullshitting on this one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So read that one again.
Come. The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right. And once again, if you're willing to die for someone, then live for me too. You know what I mean? Not only loving someone is what you would do for them, it's also loving yourself too. Taking care of yourself. Making sure your health is right. Making sure your mind is right. All those things are brotherhood for others too as well. If you take care of yourself, you have more love to give others around you. All right? Let's drop that one. Let's go to Matthew chapter 22 and verse 37.
Okay.
The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
22 verse 7?
Yep, 22 verse 37. It always comes to that, man.
It's the book of Matthew.
Hold on. It always comes to that, though. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Okay.
The key to him ruling the planet Earth is attacking our brotherhood as well. It's the same thing. How is the children of Israel in this situation? Now, man, I'm opening up to y'all. How are the children of Israel in captivity and slavery? Why are we here?
Breaking the commandment of brotherhood, pretty much.
Yeah, you pretty much.
Tribalism, all that.
Yeah. We didn't follow the laws of God. It's in our law to love our brother as we love ourselves. You break those commandments, leads to all this bull stuff that's going on. Now we are in captivity and slavery. So this is why this class is so important. Is the brotherhood class is integral to teach brotherhood. Like I said, when y'all are teaching this class, make sure you say it 1,000 times. You know what I mean? And then live it. You know what I mean?
Come.
So that's let's keep going.
22 and 37?
Yep.
There's the book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Right.
Verse 38, this is the first and great commandment.
Right.
Verse 39, and the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Verse 40, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Right. Like loving your brother, loving your neighbor as you love yourself is a very heavy thing. Because you can constantly always get into this. They did this, they did this, they did that. He did this, he did that. She did this, she did that. We do this tit for tat thing, which is what America, like, I used to get mad when, because I'm coming to the truth when I start hearing this petty thing going out. Like, it wasn't around when I was a youngster, but somewhere between like 2010, 2020 something, women started bragging about being petty, and niggas started bragging about being petty. I don't know if you're familiar with this online type thing.
Wait.
Like they like, I'm petty. Like, that's a thing to brag about. Like, somebody did something to you, I'm about to do more of the same thing to them.
What, like in the school?
No, not in the school. Hell no. Definitely not. In the world.
In the world?
People in the world,
I remember.
like, hold on. Back in the days, at one point in time, that was not cool even to say that. And then whether it's coming from Christianity or whatever you want to call it, but especially men, like, it wasn't even a masculine thing. The word petty has a feminine connotation on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you being petty, like, nigga, I'm above that. I don't do no petty crime. I don't do no petty fraud. I don't do no petty nothing. What the fuck am I doing petty something, anything? Let alone somebody do something to me, I gotta get them back and do it the same. Like, it reminded me of this Medea. They had this little, he was, she was, whatever the hell he is. That dude, Tyler Perry, was talking to a counselor, and the counselor was like, why you always gotta get the people that's getting you? You gotta get God, you gotta get, I don't know if you're familiar with that scene.
Yeah, kind of. It's
kind of, yeah, he basically is saying, why are you being petty? Why is it when someone does this, you have to do the exact same thing to them? That is what women do oftentimes, and they want to have this balance, and they don't let anything go, basically. That's pretty much it. We can't be like that.
Right.
Being in the truth, you can't be like that. You can't want what happened to you happen to them. You got to want what you would want in that situation. And sometimes that is correction too. And that's love. You know what I mean? That is getting checked. Because you know, if I was out of order, I would want someone to tell me I'm out of fucking order. You know what I'm saying? I would want someone to correct me and save me from going down a path of destruction.
Right.
But also, if I do something that's wrong, I would want the mercy and forgiveness if I did it to someone else. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes
so,
sense. Yeah, I know what you mean.
and the best way example I say it all the time is like breaking a glass. You know what I mean? Someone else breaks your glass. Sometimes your woman, your kids, you're a little bit more frustrated. You knock the same glass over. You don't cuss yourself out. What the fuck are you doing? You just be like, oh shit, man. Fuck, I gotta clean this up. I'm tripping. You know what I mean? Why? Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
what you mean, yeah.
If your woman, if you spill something on your shirt, is one thing. Nigga in the club spill something on your shirt, then you want to kill him. Why you ain't give him the same forgiveness that you gave yourself?
Right.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you able to do that, the whole law, you'll follow all the laws. All right?
Okay.
Let's drop that one. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18.
19.
Yep. Leviticus 19:18. That started 17.
You said chapter what, Salakia?
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. This is a law. This is a law. We cannot hate our brothers. In the truth, not in the truth. We're not Muslims. You know what I mean? Muslims change how they feel about their brothers based on their belief. Mm-hmm. If you don't follow the Quran, I can sell you heroin.
Don't they believe in the Testament, like the first books? Muslims?
They don't believe in anything. They profess to say they believe in whatever they want to believe. They use the Bible when they want to, and then they go against the Bible when they want to.
Right.
So they'll say this is a holy book, and then say it's corrupted at the same time. So that's like a hard, like, I hate to battle people like that try to use Bible verses on you, but then say, well, you're taking it too literally, or the Bible is not all. Like, how are we gonna even have this conversation and debate what's in the book if we can't use precept upon precept? So Muslims don't believe the Bible. Keep going on.
Damn, I got lost. What was that?
Read verse 17 again.
17. There's a book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. Well, you will correct your brother. If he's doing something that's unlawful, he's sinning, you got to correct him. That's brotherhood. But you can't hate him for that. You know what I mean? We have to love each other as a nation. This is in our law. Keep going.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
Right. So this is the precept to that. Now I want you to hold this right here and give me what I had earlier. Give me Matthew 23 and 23. This is so important with this verse right here. Right. This is so key to this verse, man. This is heavy.
Look at Matthew chapter 23 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees,
right,
hypocrites, for ye pay tithe of mint and anise
Mhm.
and cumin,
Right.
and have omitted the weightier matters of the law.
You have omitted the weightier matters of the law. What does it mean to omit? You left it out. There's something called lying by omission. You can tell a story and say, hey, where was you at? You telling your rib. She's like, where you was at? Oh, I was at the movies. Okay. How was it? It was good, blah, blah, blah. You left out you was with this broad. You know what I'm saying? You did a lie by omission. You kind of left out all the details and just told this part because you didn't want to do the whole story. You know what I mean? You are following the law, but you left out the weightier matters, the most important parts of the goddamn law. So they're paying tithes and the nuts and cumin and giving what they can, but they're leaving out these things. Keep going.
And have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith.
Judgment, mercy, and faith. Mercy, forgiveness, judgment. They're not making righteous judgment. They're taking bribes for their judgment. They're judging the poor differently than they judge the rich. They're having respecters of persons. This person over here, because of who he is, they're going to give him the pass on breaking these laws. What was the other one? It was mercy, judgment, and what?
And faith.
And faith. And following the Lord and the Most High, right? So why am I bringing these precepts up? It's so important because I ain't going to put the brother on blast because we're online. But I'll tell y'all after class. But there's a brother who called me. You know what I'm saying? He was young in the truth, right? He accidentally ate some pork. You know what I'm saying? He ordered some tamales and he ordered chicken. The lady gave him the pork or whatnot. He ate it, didn't know it. He found out while he was eating it. He's like, he went and made himself throw up. I'm like, you did not have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we do in the UPK. That's not what it says in the Bible. If you ate some pork, you didn't intentionally do it for one, the sin is on that person because you didn't try to order pork for yourself. All right? You did it on accident. You're unclean right now. Go take a bath. By the time sun goes down, you're going to be clean and keep it moving. Don't do that again. Make sure you're clear on what you're getting, what you're ordering, how you can distinguish. Double check. Don't be sure, make sure. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's it. But what was the spirit behind the brother wanting to throw up that pork? I'm going to ask Ashiar first.
So like I said, he had some sort of zeal. He thought like he was going to, die probably right there. He believes in the law so much that he has zeal to be like, this is disgusting even being in my body.
Right. Get a brother hand. What do you think about it?
He's being a little too righteous. Like I think there's a scripture for that. Don't be too.
Nah.
I mean,
The spirit behind it though is more in line with what he's saying. Like, why did he want it? Even though he shouldn't have done it, he didn't need to throw it up. But it wasn't a wrong spirit in essence.
Yeah. It's like he's really with the shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants to obey that law. He didn't know he was eating pork. It was on an accident, and he accidentally did it, and it made him sick to his stomach that this defiled animal was inside of him. Why am I bringing that up now in this context? Go ahead.
Like I said, because as far as tying it back to brotherhood, if you have even like a thought that you hate your brother, it should disgust you about yourself, that you would even think that you would have even ill intentions or hate your brother in that way.
Get a brother hand. You understand? That's the more important law. I'd rather you accidentally eat pork every goddamn day than to hate your brother. You see what I'm saying? But we in our mind would be more disgusted at eating the pork. You see what I'm saying? Like if you have a dream about eating a bacon sandwich, you wake up like, oh snap, what the hell was I doing? I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? You almost felt like you broke a law in your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was really thinking about how like Like back then, they made us eat pork and shit.
Mhm.
Some of the scriptures, like
People dive
Yeah.
to not eat that swine. You know what I'm saying?
cut their heads to cut
Because
off.
how disgusting that animal is, and they knew that was our law and against our culture. Now imagine if we felt like that about hating our brothers. Imagine we felt just as disgusting as a pile of chitlins on the plate and someone making you eat it. Should be the same thing as someone trying to give you a plate to hate this brother, or you to hate this brother, or you to hate me, or one of anybody in the UPK, let alone our people. The nigga that shot at your cousin, it's unlawful to hate that nigga. It's unlawful to do that. Dirk cannot hate Lil Tim. You see what I'm saying? You want to get justice? We have laws to give you justice. Cool. We are not under those right now, so you're gonna have to forget that brother. You're not gonna love that brother. You're gonna have to move past it because guess what? What Captain Dawhart said was so heavy that Christ died for people that wanted him dead.
Right.
He said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Love your enemies." You know what I'm saying? The ones that hate you. That's a different level. You know what I mean? Of brotherhood that Christ had. But to tie it into what Cap said too a little bit more is that if you look at people in the world like children, you know what I'm saying, then you can understand a little bit more, have mercy on them a little bit more. It's like they're not fully grown, doesn't matter how old they are. The white man has made them, they're not, one more example I'll use, like this counter, you know what I'm saying? We got Zion or my little son or my daughter, they're down here. They can't see what's up there. They keep reaching up there to grab something, like tell them, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's a knife on the top of the counter. But they just playing around, keep grabbing it, and it comes down, he cut himself. I'm mad, you know what I mean? I didn't want that for him, but I also know if he was tall enough to see up there, he wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Because he would have known better. So I'm waiting for him to grow to get taller to understand what that actually means. That's our people in the world. They could actually take the blinders off and see the white man's the devil and why he wants O Block to be going against 63rd or whatever, then they would be able to move past that and forgive each other. All right? But yeah, that's the key for that, man. Like the Sadducees and Pharisees, they were about wearing fringes. They were about not eating pork. They were about, keeping the high holy days, keeping the Sabbath. All those things are important. All those things are the law. But if you are doing all those things but hate your people and your brother, what does it even matter? You know what I'm saying? That's the Christian church. All right?
Right.
Let's you had something? Salaki, I know I kept going.
Yeah, I forgot.
I know, I talked right past.
I forgot.
No sweat.
Yeah, we can just go back to the...
All right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 28.
That should be apocryphal, right?
Yep. 28 and verse 1. This almost spent a lot of time on this one. We can pretty much wrap up the class. I have one more precept that I love. Matter of fact, muted now. Okay, I must have. Hopefully, y'all can hear me out here on there, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I think I got muted on accident for a second. But yeah, man, like This is so Christian. You know what I mean? Like Christians will go to the church, talk about God, talk about Jesus, put their money in the bucket, and give their gift at the altar, and the whole time they hate their mother. Their mother is in the house with a dirty diaper on because of something she did 20 years ago. Because you wouldn't let me drive the car. I kept saying, you would let me drive the car. You called me a trap whore and a bitch when I was 16. Well, guess what, Mom? You're going to have to sit in that dirty diaper while I'm at church. You know what I mean? Giving tithes to the pastor. That's not what you should do. You have an issue with the brother, go get that reconciled. What does that mean? Make that UPK, make that One West for me. No, when it says leave there thy gift before the altar, first be reconciled.
Take the brother to counsel.
Okay, not necessarily. I'm not saying that. Read 24. I want you to break that one down.
Okay.
Yeah. This specifically.
Verse 24. Leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Mm-hmm. This might be a tough one.
Go with him alone?
Yeah, okay, we know that. That is to get reconciled. That means make it right between you both. Whether it's going to him alone that works, or going to a council. But what is the leave the gift at the altar? Don't, you know what I mean? What does it say? Leave there that gift before the altar. Don't bring your gift to the altar.
So, okay, you don't mind reading that a moment, too?
Read verse 23.
Verse 23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar,
mm-hmm.
and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee,
mm-hmm.
leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother,
mm-hmm.
then come and offer thy gift.
Yeah.
Does that mean, like, make sure there's an agreement between both of them before you say something else? Kind of like...
You want to it. Bring it all the way home, though. Like, what would an example of that be today? Before you do this, go make this right. What would this be in the UPK today? What would the example of bringing your gift to the altar is my question.
So, like, how I'm thinking about it is like,
if I may,
doing the work of the Lord with the brother, doing the work, showing up to high holy days, showing up to Passover, showing up to all these things where we have to gather together. Make sure you got that reconciled with your brother before you show up to these spaces, and it be any type of awkwardness or discord between you brothers.
Get a brother hand. That's the answer. You know what I'm saying? Don't show up to camp. You know what I mean? With an issue with this brother. Don't show up to class with an issue with this brother. Don't come to Passover with an issue with this brother because you're bringing your gift to the altar. You coming up here to pray and do the Lord's Prayer. You coming up to say Abba Nawa Shabbat Shemayim. You coming up to say teach Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We gotta come together.
Right.
The white man is the devil. I hate this nigga. I hope he die and I hope he burn in hell. But I love you, that nigga I don't even know on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is the home of the truth, the home of brotherhood. Come up in here so we can hate you together. Or I can pull you to my side to hate this nigga, and I can pull you over here and we can talk about him. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all shit together. You know what I'm saying? Come together. Love each other, man. Put whatever to the past and keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Before you show up to camp and teach other people how to move forward. Because this nigga killed his brother. And you're trying to join them together and us. Say it again. We say that, right? Do we not say that? We want to bring the Norteños and Sureños together.
Right.
You want this nigga to forgive this nigga and kill 15 people in his family.
Damn.
And you want him to forgive him and come be brothers with you? What are we talking about? We can't get over this? We can't get over that? Come on, man. We can move forward. Show them how to move forward. This is the place. Go ahead.
So I have this question because the situation with me and my brother before, like how, he was like he hated me for a while.
The water again for the water.
And the brother met him before. I think he met him like not so long ago.
Right.
So at what point do I gotta forgive like my brother? Like, we have the same dad, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I asked is because no matter, even have you told me for like, just go try to talk to your brother. It's not his fault. Not wrong. But at what point I guess where like he actually hates me for real.
Right.
To the point where like it's like, am I supposed to still try to talk to him? Or
so, let me see. I got a preset for you. Go to let me see. Like, no. Go to Titus chapter 3 verse 10. So what to answer your question, every situation may be different and specific, right? If you're able to connect with your brother on something outside of the truth, and y'all can have a conversation and be cordial, and you can still show him some brotherhood, that's one thing. If he doesn't want to deal with you, that doesn't mean you didn't forgive him. You did forgive him.
Yeah.
That's just on him. That's what Kevin Ladar said earlier.
Right.
It's like you forgave that person. You want to work with them. They don't want to work with you. That's on them now. You did your part. And for me, like I said, now, self-examination, right? Like, through my walk in the truth, certain times, like, a demon will come up, and it's some worldly stuff, like, I might see a brother in another zone I've never seen or met in person in my life, and I see their face, and that carnality in the world, be like, I don't like that brother.
Wait, hold on, say it again?
Like, in the world,
yeah,
because of certain situations I've been in or seen different people, they may have a certain look or whatever it is. Like, my spidey sense would be to put them in a box and be like, I don't trust this nigga because I've known niggas that look like him, and I can just read that spirit and like, I'm cool. That has happened in the truth, where I might be on Facebook and I'm scrolling and I see a brother, I don't know him, or the way he said something, I'm like, man, I don't like that nigga. And I'm like, oh, that's a demon.
And you don't even know him.
And
like
I don't know him. Right. And I love this brother. And I might scroll past it and not like his thing. I'll go back and like it specifically. Like, nigga, and like everything that he did. Like, to kill that thought, because I know it's not me, and I know it's not the truth. You see what I'm saying? It's a lie. It's a demon. Feel me? And it's the same thing. If there's any brother in the school or the zone or blah, 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 I'm just going to definitely check myself. If something pops in my mind is negative, I'm like, damn, do I have an issue with the brother? No, I don't. And why the hell did I even, you know what I mean? No. Like, my nigga, whatever. Because you don't want things to grow and it's out of nothing. You see what I mean? Sometimes it's really just nothing at all. So on top of that, I'm just saying all that to say, like, if you are really good in your mind, when you see your brother, you have a good thought in your mind, and you don't have a negative thought, and you really truly forgiven him. But if that keeps popping up, then there's something there, you got to go and address that or get it fixed, or literally just let it go and realize it's not the truth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep. What you got?
You said 3 and 10, Titus?
Those are your roommate. Yeah.
The book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
A man that is an heretic after the first and second
admonition,
reject.
Right. So, if you corrected somebody, second, third time, you tell them that we can't eat pork. They keep wanting to battle you about pork. Can't eat pork. Second, third time, man. First, second time, reject them. Go to the next verse.
Verse 11. Knowing that he he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself.
Right. You tell him you shouldn't deal with white women. He's like, nah, you should deal with white women. You shouldn't. He's showing the precepts. He still want to do it. He's going to go do it. The sin is going to condemn himself. He's going to have to deal with her putting charges on him and going to jail. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to deal with him catching herpes because white women are whores. Whatever that sin is that he don't want to, you tell him to stop smoking weed, he don't believe you, well, he's going to end up getting lung cancer, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what's going to happen to him. So you tell your brother the white man's the devil, you tell him we're Israelites, he don't want to accept it, shalom, that's fine. You know what I mean? You can't force a relationship on him. But like I said, sometimes you can not talk about the truth and still gain someone that way. If that can work, cool. If not, shalom. Either way, it's fine. But you are good. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? You're not holding on to negativity because he's holding on to the negativity. The only way you can kill it is one of you going to have to give up, at least. And then maybe he can give up and y'all can be good. But if you keep holding on, then it's never going to die. You know what I mean? All right. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus.
28, verse 1?
Yep. We'll close it out. There's a lot of good ones on here.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
He that revenges shall find vengeance from the Lord, and he will surely keep his sins and remembrance.
Good night. Like,
That's fact.
yeah. What does that mean?
That means if you do something against your brother, you'll get your time, pretty much.
One more time?
You'll get, like, if you do something bad to your brother, you're gonna get your time. Like, you're not gonna get away with it, right?
Correct. Read it again.
He that revenge shall find vengeance from the Lord.
Right. So you are trying to get back,
Yeah.
as people say, then the Lord is gonna have vengeance against you.
Come.
Can you read it?
And he will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Right. So what does that mean the other way? You know, me, I always reverse it. What does this mean opposite?
He will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
You saying what does this whole precept mean?
Yeah,
in reverse?
in reverse. What can you take from it? Khan, sir, shalom. Y'all watching on Shabbat, sir. Yeah, we in San Jose. We had the brother's crib just holding class down tonight. We weren't able to make it to the library today. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Sorry.
Reverse, the brother who you are trying to have revenge on is better than you in that way. Like he's, you know what I mean? You seeking revenge on him makes you more evil than the brother that initially offended you.
Okay. Not quite.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite. You're still saying something right, but that's not what's going on right here.
Okay.
So you wouldn't even take a shot at reversing it? Okay.
Does that mean like if you do something, like if you went him alone with your brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like y'all said, like, oh, we're done, like, we fixed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like that person goes and tries to revenge, that means the Lord's not gonna forgive your sins and live his as like just remembrance. Like he's gonna forgive him.
Not quite. So you saying partially right, but I'm gonna show you what I mean when I say reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
So he that revenges, what's the opposite of that?
Vengeance.
Oh, I see. If I may take a step right again. The brother that actually forgives the brother, he that, like, reconciles and comes back to the brother and to actually mend the bond, the Lord will reward that brother. He will, he would gain that brother. You know what I mean? He should. You know what I mean? The Lord is going to remember that. That's like the reverse of the you revenging against him. He's going to.
You right there. You on
Okay.
it. But I'm gonna do it bit by bit.
Come.
That's it. But it's just all the way, bring it just straight home, right?
Come.
He that revengeth, I'm gonna have you read. Go ahead, read.
Verse 28. He that revenges shall find vengeance.
What's the opposite of revenge? Revenge is what? I'm gonna get revenge. You stole from me. I'm going to steal from you. You killed my brother. I'm going to kill your brother. What's the opposite of that?
Forgiveness.
Exactly. Not killing your brother.
Right.
Letting it go. Not seeking revenge. So he that lets things go shall not find vengeance from the Lord. The Lord is not going to come and get you. And he surely will keep his sins in remembrance. The Lord is going to forget your sins. You see that? That's the opposite. He's going to forget your sins. If you're able to do this, the Lord's going to let what you've done wrong go. That's what you can take from that too. All right, keep going.
Verse 2. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he had done unto thee. So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Right, exactly. It explains it right there.
Beautiful right there.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you trying to hold on this and you want to take your vengeance, not realizing what does it say in Isaiah? All of our righteousness is a filthy rag. Like I was thinking about this earlier today, man. I'm like, God damn, Akim. Check. While I'm thinking about this, I'm like, Akim, don't come up in this truth, man, and think you good because you've done a few things. Me included. I don't say it. General Muhammad can say it. I know I can say it for myself. I can say it for any brother. You know what I'm saying? Underneath my rank. Don't think you come over here, you come a couple camps, did a couple classes, and you've done something for the Lord. All your righteousness is a filthy rag. If you have spent more time on Pornhub in your life and jacking off than you've taught classes, get the fuck out of my face, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You spend more time jacking off in life and watching naked women have sex with men than you've taught classes or been to camp. You spend more hours doing that?
Hell yeah.
And you want to sit here? He said, hell yeah. He said, look, this guy did me.
I heard that from
Salagia. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about Captain Cesare said that before.
Like,
Last thing?
yeah. Like, come on, man. What have you really done?
Right.
You spend more of your life doing a whole lot of evil, and then now you righteous brother. Yeah. Nah, man, you better keep that in your mind. That's just one thing, a manner of evil that men have done. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and think the Lord didn't even forgot about that? Well, I forgot what that. I used to love that little skit when they used to do that shit. When they used to bring up the niggas with the old fashion that was hella weird. And he was like, you think we forgot about that? You remember that one? He's like, niggas was wearing NASCAR jerseys with M&Ms on it. And we ain't forgot about that.
Right.
We ain't forgot about that, brother. You know what I'm saying? You had on a beanie with a cap in the front of it like it was a baseball cap and a beanie at the same time, brother. We ain't forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? You sisters used to go to the beauty supply store and get sandals out the store and run around with, like, we ain't forgot about that. The Lord, the Lord and the angels is like, all this evil that you've done in your life, we ain't forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to forget about that? Then forget that brother too, man. You want me to forgive you for this? Then forget that nigga, man. Because you got a lot of things, you got a long list of forgiving. You know what I'm saying? And he got 5, and you like, nigga, fuck that. I ain't letting it slide.
Right. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So, keep going.
Verse 3. One man bears hatred against another, and doth he speak pardon from the Lord.
Good night. You know, that's like legal terminology. You get a pardon for your crime. They let that go. They say you no longer charge. All that is off your record. You hate your brother, but you want to get forgiveness and pardon from the Lord? It's a question mark. It's almost like an offensive type of thing. Like, what type of nigga is you to come in here and hate this brother, but want the Lord to not hate you? You know what I'm saying? You making yourself like a god at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's humble yourself.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. He that sheweth no mercy to a man, which is like himself,
Mm-hmm.
and doth his ask forgiveness of his own sins.
Right. It just keeps doubling down on it. You don't show no mercy to a man just like you. We've all done these things. And you offended me, who deserves to be offended. That's the precept where it says, like, why not take the low and let, even if you are wrong, and be defaulted? You know that one I've told you that one before. There's a precept basically saying, like, why don't you, even if the brother is wrong? Once again, it's like the $5 thing. If anybody deserves to be, what is the word? Anybody that deserves to basically be wrong is us, because we're sinners. The Lord don't deserve for us to do what we did to him, and we're asking him for mercy. If that makes sense, you see what I mean?
Cool.
But keep going, or you had something?
No, I had a question. So like, just to be right. So like, forgiveness is like, because I'm like kind of, I might kind of be a little bit confused. So
No, sure.
because I know the one where it says like, you know, if your brother hits you on one side, you got to give him the other side, right? I know that's not like literal.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what is to the point where you forgive somebody to the point like someone try to murder you type of shit? Like,
Okay.
you see, well, how do I forgive? Do I still gotta forgive somebody? Try to, because I know me in the world. I know, I'm kind of not 100% sure the guy who shot me, whatever. Not 100% sure, but let's just say one day he gets.
So we don't want to be Christian when we say the word forgiveness either, right? Like, you don't want to let someone abuse you or harm you in the forgiveness. If someone comes over and says, "Hey, I need $300 to pay this bill, and I'm gonna pay you back," and then you give it to them, you should not expect it to come back there in the world. And guess what? They don't pay you back. You don't give them $300 again. You don't burn. They burn that bridge, but you just don't go and beat them up because they owe you $300. You don't go and shoot them or set the house on fire. You know what I'm saying? That's still forgiveness. So, someone that tried to kill you, we're not saying go have a party and ride around the car with the nigga. We're just saying don't go kill him too. You know what I'm saying? And every time you see him, you can work on like, hey man, I hate the white man more than I hate him, so I'm not gonna do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll talk to you after.
No sweat.
It's about Gabby, but
okay.
I won't say that.
No sweat. Well, yep. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
No.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
If he that is but flesh nourishes hatred, who will entreat for pardon of his sins?
Right. Like, if you don't believe in the Lord, someone higher than you, then who is going to forgive you for your things? Like, you're making yourself a god if you keep putting yourself and exalting yourself. Kind of what you said already. Keep going. Verse
6. Remember thy end, and let the enemy cease. Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Remember the commandments, and bear no malice to thy neighbor. Remember the covenant of the highest, and wink at ignorance.
Right, that's the one that I wanted to get to. Like, winking at ignorance. The Lord said he winks at our ignorance when we may not have known. Christ said, forgive them for they know not what they do. You can know what you're doing, but you don't fully know what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like the Rick James skit. He was pressing him about what he had done to him. And at one point in time, he like punched him out and he started crying. He like, why did you hit me, Charlie Murphy? He was like, nigga, you slapped me. He's like, I did? You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah. He forgot about it. He didn't even know he did this thing. He didn't understand why he was even mad at him because he wasn't in his right mind. He was high off the dope. He was possessed by a demon. His face literally was confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just wake up and nigga just coming. He's like, what the fuck, bro? He was just kicking it. Why you hit me? He like, nigga, you hit me. You know what I'm saying? But if you looked at him as ignorant and realized, like, damn, he is high out of his mind. He don't know what he's doing. I can't even be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't even know what's going on. And that's kind of like demonic order. That's the ignorance. That's us not knowing. Like, yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. You know what I mean? Like certain times you gotta just look at it like, okay, who's gonna be the adult in the room? You know what I mean? This is not the same. Like, yeah, this is the last thing that I'll say on this, man. You know, they had a little joke running around like, you know, if you talk about your baby like it's your drunk friend, it sounds way different. You know what I'm saying? He like, this is my 2-year-old. My drunk friend is in my living room in the underwear at 2 o'clock in the morning, running around, crawling and crying on the floor. If your drunk friend was doing it, it's crazy. My drunk friend is playing in their feces in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Damn. My drunk friend, what are some things that babies do that you be like, it's standing on my table, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they underwear. Like Zakar doing that the other day. It's okay because he's 1 year old, you know what I mean? It was a grown ass man with their shirt off on your table. You would have killed this nigga, you know what I mean? But it's like you wink at your baby's ignorance, like, okay, this is a baby. I got mercy for him. I'm not gonna trip off of that. You know what I mean? At some level we gotta have that with each other when it comes to forgiveness. Because not only can people get demons on them, other shit gets into play, and you gotta be like, okay, this is where this is coming from. I understand, you know what I mean? And if I can see from this angle, then that definitely shows that that's the ignorance there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's that. So them is those precepts, them is good ones. I'm gonna amend it on that one. Once again, Esau, the white man, Satan, the biggest attack they can to the UPK is Brotherhood. We keep that shit right, keep it going. Then this thing won't stop. I mean, we're gonna gain the kingdom. That's the foundation of the kingdom. You know what I mean? And y'all brothers got that, and we're gonna keep this rolling. And this is for everybody online. Like I said, sometimes, oh, this is class for me, but you don't know who this is for too. You know what I'm saying? But we all go through things that are to teach and grow everyone else in the truth around us. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. We're gonna close it out with everybody. Shalom, y'all. Shalom, Shabbat, Yahweh Shema, Shah. All right.